Hello everyone and welcome back to WolfQuest 2.7, and we are here with the Starry Skies pack today with Stardancer, Geo, and Wisp and their new litter of puppies. We have 4 little puppies, very colorful set this time. It's very exciting, and we are going to be headed back home to defend our puppies from whatever predators and dangers may be lurking. So we need to hurry and get over there, but really quickly we need to make it night because we are currently under the curse of the moon, or I guess the curse of the storm? The curse of the storm, or the sorrow of the storm. There we go. That's what we're going to call this phase. This is the sorrow of the storm time. We have decided that Basil, who was a little boy in the second litter of Stardancer and Geo, died because of a ill-timed lightning strike that the ancestors of the Stormy Skies pack sent down. Very sad, a little confusing if you guys are not familiar with the copious amounts of lore. Get away from my baby's coyote. The copious amounts of lore that show up in our WolfQuest series, but you can check out the link in the video description to find a still in progress link to the Google document that will have a family tree. It's hopefully going to have all sorts of very useful information to kind of update you guys about what the packs are all about, why we have shifted from being focused on making this very realistic to having a lot of ancestor stories, a lot of stories that you guys actually pick through straw polls, and so on and so forth. So the sorrow of the storm as a result of Basil dying means that the Stormy Skies pack ancestors are busy fighting with one another. They're totally upset. There's another coyote. Are you kidding me? Get away from my babies. They're totally upset. And until we have a wolf pup who finds a mate in the rain, and their love, because they found a mate in the rain, as sappy as that is, can break the sorrow of the storm, it is always going to be night for our wolves, because we are going to be relying on the strength of the moon pack. And that actually is going to really help us, because we do have the opportunity to earn lots of extra ancestor blessings, and ancestor blessings allow us to reload from the autosave in case of a puppy death. In case... look at Geo, he's just going around in circles. Oh, he's such a good daddy. It's so wonderful to have such a great... Okay. Coyotes! So many coyotes! It's so wonderful. Get out of here, coyote. To have such a great wolf parent again, because it's been a while, I feel like, since we've had such a devoted dad. Atlas and Nightlight are the ones who really have come to mind. Soul, bless his heart, the very first founding male we ever had over a year ago, I think, almost a year ago on WolfQuest. Soul was not the greatest at being a good dad. He tried, he was just a little bit too silly. I would love to know who you think one of the best fathers in our wolf packs has ever been. Because I'm pretty sure, well, Moondancer and her mate were another wonderful pair. Let's see, the puppies are pretty well fed. So let's actually go for some prey that's a little bit further out. Alright, let's run maybe over here. Okay, let's run to this one. We could hunt down an elk. That is a choice. Is Geo with us? Geo is with us. Let's try hunting down a fresh elk, I think. That sounds like it could be potentially a good idea. Because we could get something that's a little bit closer to the den that way. Alright, scatter! Alright, come on, Geo, we've got this. We've got her. Let's chase her into the forest near the den. There, perfect! Geo, help me out here! This is perfectly lined up. Oh, but Stardancer is getting a little bit old for doing some fresh hunting like this. Geo! Geo, get her! Get her, Geo! Alright, sorry, Stardancer. Stardancer is very old, actually, for a wild wolf who is still actively having puppies and being a mother. Alright, come on, we've got her. We've got her. Ah! She's like tripping all over us. Alright, come on. Let's take this cow down. Oh, this is a perfect spot, Geo. It's very close to the den. Maybe too close to the den, Geo. What if it's gonna attract scavengers, Geo? Alright, well, we'll have to eat this carcass quickly. Ah, there we go. Fresh kill, though. So now she is much closer than the other kills that we had. So let's go ahead and eat up. And I need to pee on things, and I need to howl. Oh gosh, this is going to be a little bit exciting. It is an arduous year, too. So we do have quite the risk for our puppies. But Ancestor Blessings mean that we are able to reload from the autosave. The game autosaves very frequently. And an ancestor blessing means that we reload from the autosave to allow our puppy to survive. As part of the challenge, we do not do that without having an ancestor blessing. If a puppy dies, even by glitch, then we just roll with it. And we actually, if it's a really weird glitch in the case of Basil's death, then we'll actually vote and see how you guys think that puppy may have died in ways that normally don't happen in the game, like eating a poison mushroom, or maybe just being a sick, weak puppy. All sorts of interesting things like that to add to the story. It is truly the amazing commentary, fan fiction, fan art that you guys have created for WolfQuest that make the game what it has become for us. So I'm so proud of all of you and your imaginations and the ways that you sincerely have kept WolfQuest and our wolf packs going and alive because you contribute and because you are not afraid to tell your side of the story. You're not afraid to come up with new stories, and it makes me so proud of all of you. So thank you. All right, there you go, Rosemary. You're getting a little bit extra from Geo and I, but that's actually good because we're saying that little Rosemary actually helps out Wisp. So Wisp you can't see, but we pretend that Wisp is actually here. She is Geo's sister. And we say that Wisp is here helping to take care of the puppies usually, but right now Wisp is very sick. And when it is time to leave for the summer hunting grounds, you guys will actually determine through the straw poll and what you guys vote what will happen to Wisp. So the choices you may pick might make Wisp perhaps pass away. Don't forget we are being pursued by these stranger wolves who are very upset that we have moved in on their territory. Or it might help her come to full health, or you might have to choose to use an ancestor blessing to try to bring her back to full health and help her continue on with the pack. I mean, what do you think would hurt the pack more? Having the loss of Wisp happen and Wisp no longer being part of the pack, do you think that would destroy Stardancer and Geo's happiness? Because they have always had Wisp with them, and that's a big deal for them. That's a very big deal. Or do you think that it would be more of a risk to use an ancestor blessing up to cure Wisp and make her not sick anymore and have her come along and stay with them? And then what happens if a puppy dies? Would Wisp be able to handle the guilt of not being able to use that ancestor blessing to save them? So many questions. All right, Geo, where the heck? I'm pretty sure we're supposed to be fighting off some scavengers and whatnot now, Geo. I'm not saying I would like a bear to show up. I'm just saying I would like to feed my puppies so we can move on. We do have the mission of bringing these puppies to the top of the little mountain here. And the reason that we're trying to do that, if I could find another scavenger. Hey, I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to take you on. Come on, show up, you guys. But the reason that we're ready to do that is if we get our puppies to the top of the mountain, however many puppies survive, Geo, every time, I think you're a coyote, every time. And that is how many ancestor blessings we can get. So, alright, we'll put Rosemary down. Timber, I'm getting nervous. I guess we can play with the babies for a minute. Now, I guess we would be a little tired. Alright, let's try playing with the babies. Let's see who's the most playful. Hey, who wants to play with Mom? Timber, do you want to play with Mom? Aura? Cole? Anybody want to play? Anybody? Geo and Timber, and all the others are just... Cole seems to be really fatherly, if you ask me. Well, I should say really nurturing. And I like that about him. I think that he would kind of help out with his Aunt Wisp. I think that he helps out more than Rosemary does. So I think we kind of presumed Rosemary as a... What the heck are you doing? This is like my den. You were in my den. We don't need an invasion of elk in my den. That's right, back off. What do you think you're doing? What do you expect to find if you just walk up into my house? You can't just like, shoo, get out of here. I've never... That's what I have to say to that. Just a bunch of sputtering. Don't you kick my Geo. We've been invaded by deer. Or we've been invaded by elk. No, not the bull elk. He really hurts when he kicks. Geo, what are we going to do, Geo? This is the moment that something's going to show up. I'm going to eat this. Because this is the moment when something is going to show up and it's going to try to attack us. And it's going to, like, make us super weak. Oh my gosh. Alright, Geo, come on. Let's go get that elk. Let's go show those elk what for. Hey, where'd it go? Geo, where'd you chase the elk? She should be pretty weak. Where's the one we were attacking? Are you her? No? Alright, let's back up. Is it that one? Hey, don't hit my Geo. No, don't hit me. Don't hit my Geo either. Is it this one? I don't think it was this one. I'm gonna try to take her out anyway. Teach these elk what they think they're doing wandering into my den territory. This is just not acceptable behavior. Alright, Geo. Well, you know, there's no... the plane's coming. I'm gonna run back to the den for this. I think that we've finally gotten to the point where as long as Geo is with us and we're kind of in a sheltered area, then Stardancer doesn't freak out about the plane anymore. But I think that it has taken a huge toll on her over the years. Alright, we're just gonna hide with our puppies and feed them really quickly. Alright, let's see if Geo will show up. He's hurt from all of those elk. I can't believe we just got beat up by a bunch of elk. The elk gang in the forest. Hang in there, little guys. Hang in there. Oh my goodness. Alright, you go ahead and lay down with your puppies. It's okay, Stardancer. Geo's protecting everybody. You're gonna be fine. Just wait out the plane. I just feel like she'd be one of those, you know, the dogs who hear a thunderstorm and they just shake and shake and shake and shake and shake. I think that's how Stardancer feels about when the plane comes by. Alright, it's starting to head out. Alright, well, Geo's off to go get some food. I guess we should try to, like, hunt down that elk that we weakened. Alright, we need to pee everywhere, though. So let's go ahead. We'll mark our territory. It's getting low, and if it gets low, then stranger wolves can show up, and then that's just going to be really bad. I can't believe the elk are just, like, in our own backyard. We have been invaded by elk. Geo was getting kicked and beaten by elk. The very first pup that these two ever actually lost was due to an elk showing up and killing their puppy, which just about stunned me. I couldn't believe it. The elk actually caused their puppy to drown. Do you guys remember that with little Draco? That's still one of the most peculiar wolf pup deaths we have ever faced. There you go, you two. They really are an excellent pair. Alright, so let's see if we can maybe chase these elk away. Get away from my tent, for crying out loud. I've weakened so many of you. Are you weak? Oh, this one's really weak. No, stop beating my Geo up. Alright, this should do it. This should do it. Come on, Geo. We've got her. Let's see if we can get this one out. I can't believe the predators haven't shown up yet. Go, Geo, go. Go, Geo, go. Come on. No, don't give up on the hunt. I just don't have enough stamina. Weaken her, Geo. Yes, Geo, good job. Alright, let's jump in and take this cow elk down. Geo, 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 come here, come here. You can eat here. You can eat here to recover. There we go. We've got some fresh food. There we are. And Geo's limping over here. They're just getting old and beat up, I feel like, you guys. I think it's time. I've never really had a wolf pair where I am so ready for them to be this. They're finding a litter, even though I love them so much. I just feel like it's almost their time. And where the heck are all the predators? Until we chase off enough predators to complete the mission, then we're stuck here. I wonder if, like... Timber, what am I doing with you? Alright, here you go, Cole. I wonder what that means. I mean... there should be a coyote or something. Is it because the elk are so close? Are we being cornered by elk in the forest? Is that what's happening? Because that's so peculiar. Alright, there you go, Timber. Alright, now your dad is, like, super feeding you. Alright, the puppies are taken care of. Geo's walking around with them. I mean, I'm not going to, like, turn down the little bit of extra family time that we can appreciate. But still, I mean, we're trying to get our puppies out of here as quickly as possible. I think it's the elk's fault. I feel like the elk are keeping away all of the scavengers. They're like, I don't know, that's a mean old bull elk. I don't want to come up there and get kicked in the face. We even took down some elk really near the den. Well, maybe I should stop peeing on everything. I mean, it's not like I want to attract scavengers. But the fact of the matter is, if you don't complete that quest, you're stuck here. Alright, well, I guess we'll play with the puppies for a minute and we'll see how that goes. Alright, little ones. This is time with the elk in the distance to define some of your personalities. So if you have anything you'd like to do, anyone want to play? Who Who's the most playful puppy? Anybody? Nope, you're just gonna make your mom look like a silly goose? Okay, I see how it is. What about this? Timber, anybody? As usual, Geo has turned out to be super duper playful. What about tail wag? Alright, Geo also tail wags. Alright, come on. Anybody else? Anybody? Oh, Timber. It looks like Timber is the only one who is even remotely as playful as his parents. We have a very serious group this time. Maybe it's the effect of having Wisp not being able to play with them, but to have to sit and be sick inside of the den. Alright, so I think we have been cornered by the elk in the forest, and that's kind of where we're stuck at. And then we also have the sorrow of the storms to cope with. And we're just gonna have Geo every time. I think you're Coyote, and I actually got kind of excited for that time. And we're just gonna have to see what happens next time and see if we can get any of the predators to show up so that we can get out of here, you guys. The sooner they show up, the sooner we chase them off, the sooner we feed the babies up. Oh, great. Everybody's like, don't be such a daddy's girl, Rosemary, honestly. Everybody can start leaving as soon as those predators show up. So I'll keep an eye out for them, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.